Sup, Devils? J-Dog back to answer some more goddamn questions. But before we get to the questions, got a little bit of housekeeping to do, god damn it. Number one, I did an interview a couple weeks ago now, but he just posted it. He posted it a few days ago now, and I'm just now remembering to mention on this video as a shout out. So if you guys can go listen, it's a 30-minute interview. Probably do a part two. He was a cool guy. I never heard of him. If you guys know does a blog called Statik Noize. I'm going to try to put it in the description if I remember to, but I'll say it in here too in case you guys want to put on your big boy pants, big girl pants, and search it out like you did back in the old days. You didn't need a fucking link to click on, but I'll try to put his website link on it. It's Statik Noize blog, and Statik is spelled with a K, and Noise is spelled with a Z. So statiknoizeblog.wordpress.com. That's his website. Just Google it or whatever, type it in the fucking HTTP area. Did an interview on there. Thought it came out pretty fucking cool. Forget the dude's name now that I'm recording this. I did with I'll remember it'll come back to me. But anyways, yeah, seemed like a cool dude. I guess he did interviews with Midnights. I think he said he might have done one with Craig. Can't remember, but he definitely said Jamie from Midnight. And he asked if I do a part two because it timed out at 30 minutes. Whatever, I forget what we were using. It wasn't Skype or whatever had a better connection. So go check that out if you want to hear more goddamn J-Dog. It's audio only, though. Unfiltered, of course. He asked me all kinds of questions, and I give it to him down and dirty, goddamn it. No fucking filter whatsoever. So go check it out, goddamn it. Put in the comments you checked it out, too, because I don't know if it gets a view count or whatever. I don't know how many people listen to it, if anyone listens to my fucking stupid ass over there, so I'm kind of curious. Put in the comments if you listen to it, goddamn it, if you found it. And another thing I wanted to go over, but mentioned on here is, it's funny, I accidentally did. And I don't think I've ever listened to an interview by him ever. It's kind of ironic because somebody put in the comments maybe a week or two ago about reviewing a Dani Filth interview. I was on YouTube, you know how it goes automatically to the next video if you don't select in time. I was listening to just some music. It was something black metal. I forget who I was listening to. I forget what it was. Anyways, but it went straight to it. That was a Dani Filth interview. Naturally, usually when we go straight to the next video, if it's not something I select, I usually just change it. Well, Dani Filth interview, and it's like 3 years old, right? I'm like, so you know what? I don't think I've ever officially listened to an interview with the guy. I've actually met him, got my photo with him, talked to him for a tiny bit, you know what I mean? But I got the gist of what he's like, you know what I mean? You know, like what his voice sounds like, et cetera, et cetera. As opposed to some guys, I have no idea what they even look like or sound like, right? Him, I did, you know, seen him live a few times, met him, et cetera. So I just kind of saw it and said, yeah, I guess I never watched an interview. So anyways, I listened to it. It was like 10 minutes. And it was 3 years ago I said post it, and I'll just listen. I'm like, okay, you know, he sounds like a respectable, well-spoken dude. You know, didn't seem canoe at all. And as I'm midway thinking, and then when he brought up Mayhem Death Crush, he's like, yeah, my LP has the pink cover. I have it still back at home. I'm immediately when he said it, I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's more metal than fucking Tom G. I was like, and the Tom G, he gets looked at as the fucking metal icon. Even like Kanye kind of always put him on a pedestal. Like he'd always do his oofs and shit like that. Like he's like this metal figurehead. And I get he started it, but he's just looked at as like this, in a sense, even with the musical taste, kind of a metal authority based on the interviews I've seen and just the general word in the scene. Like if you don't like Frost, you're a fucking idiot. Kind of that's it. I'm thinking as far as a musical standpoint, though, I'm like, because Dani Filth would never get that, right? He's like, it's funny, he said in the interview too, like he gets, how it seemed pretty respectable how he knows down the lines, like, you know, the underground guys hated us, felt like we were betrayed because, you know, now the guy next door can buy our LP, and then you got diehard fans like, oh, it's great. Now anyone can, it's to the masses. So he understands that too. So seems like a pretty intelligent guy. But just by the musical taste, owns Death Crush on vinyl to this day. Like, didn't think it was shitty enough to get rid of it. So I actually get the vibe he still listens to fucking metal. Brought up playing with Emperor back in the day, as far as how he came up with the Jesus is a Cunt shirt. And he brought up, what else did he bring up? What the fuck was it? Beharin, Drawing Down the Moon. Like, brought it up, and he didn't say if he liked it, loved it, hated it, or nothing, but he was talking about it when bands were using keyboards and shit like that, when it was kind of like, you can't use keyboards in metal, that type of shit going on. So he knows, fucking totally knows. But I'm just thinking, I'm like, they all just fucking laugh. I'm like, Tom, has he even heard Drawing Down the Moon? Probably fucking not. So it's a bit of a fresh year to see a big fucking metal figurehead that actually knows some shit. And they're not bringing up Black Sabbath and Slayer and stupid shit. Like, just the stuff that my dad likes. It's like actually bringing up underground metal extreme music. And I got the vibe, he didn't quite say that. Well, he must somewhat like it. He didn't get try to sell his original Death Crush LP, and that goes for some coin on eBay. Last I fucking checked. Um, I get the vibe he actually still listens to fucking metal. Now his later shit is definitely watered down as a motherfucker. There's no disputing that. At this point, I guarantee he's just doing it just to make a living, anyways. But again, outside of that, I actually get the vibe that the guy listens to fucking extreme music. I'm sure he listens to classic rock and shit on the side too, which again, it's all fucking good in the hood. Nothing wrong with that. Just nice to see a guy in a huge fucking metal band that actually listens, probably on his own time, some actual extreme metal fucking records. It's fucking about goddamn time. Actually listens to what the fuck he started out playing and shit. So good to see. So he's already ahead on the point system, distributive cult points. He's already got more vault points than goddamn Tom G does. Damn sure more than Dave Mustaine. Damn sure more than Kerry King. Damn sure more than who else we throw under the bus on this goddamn channel. Savin from Aborted. and whatever fucking other dipshits I called out that claim to listen to metal and fucking dope. Next, first question before about the next video online, but a guy put this in the note section on an order. Fuck, I didn't put his name in here too. So shout out to you, brah. You know the fuck you are. You placed an order. And here's your goddamn question. It's all in the notes. I figured, it was one worth asking. I kind of already answered it, but you worded it a little differently, so I'll get it fucking answered. I'm sure other people have wanted the same damn thing. Hey, J-Dog, question for the channel. You guys don't seem to do elaborate releases anymore, i.e. albums that would fold out into inverted crosses, albums with cutout covers, covers with lenticular printing, or like the Nunslaughter Christ Massacre and Maggots releases with various shapes, colors, and actual maggots. I would assume that it's a cost thing, or is it too hard to find pressing plants that would do that kind of stuff? So yeah, I have definitely kind of answered that. At least it may have been on Hellcast as I answered it. I don't know if I officially answered it on this channel since I started it. The main 90%, 95% of the reason that we don't do them no more is because the covers and shit, if you looked at them, it was mostly the actual covers that were elaborate. And that was because me and Eric worked at a printing company, primarily Eric. He did all the fucking work for it. But I did work for the same company. I did a different department. He ran a die cutter. And basically he was allowed to use their machine for free. We just used, we paid for the materials, right? So we were able to do that shit when he worked third shift, and as long as the die cutter wasn't being used on first shift, first in the morning, a lot of times it wasn't, he'd clock out, and he would stay after work, and he would run the jobs, because that's what the machine he ran, so he knew how to do it. So when you saw like the Burn the Cross, cross and shit, and the Toxic Holocaust die cut covers, he pressed all those, you know what I mean? They were printed, he had the flats, and then we everything else, if we had to scrap it by hand or like the maggots and shit, anything that was in hand and in house, we did by hand. But a lot of the materials type shit, it was because he worked at the print shop. And then also too is big fucking reason that like I said, that was like at least 90% of the fucking reason. Well, partially too, because if you really look at it, majority of the bands that were elaborate, there's other exceptions, but majority of them was Nunslaughter, right? That was Don wanting it. And it's like especially for mags like that, so well, you got to come down and help make these. And those wood were much smaller and doing much less releases. So there was kind of time to do it. Now, I'll be honest, when there's so much shit that comes out and comes in, I don't even have time to hand number shit. You know how, because we used to do hand numbering too on some of the stuff. There's just literally no time to do it. I mean, like, you can't really justify it because, yeah, run this as a business. We have employees now and shit like that. Not that it's some big corporation or anything like that. It's not like that, but time is of the essence. I mean, and when it's fucking day of and it says ships, December 29th, and it doesn't, emails flowing like a river. Why is my order shipped today? Why is my order shipped today? I understand it is what it is, but there's literally no time for fucking nothing. And then on top of that, now the plants are all slow as fuck. So that's basically the reason in a nutshell. Not yet, because if you were to hire a company to do it, I mean, forget expenses. Would they even be able to get it right? I mean, you're not going to have no crew that's going to sit around and put goddamn magnets in the cover. Granted, that's a little bit of an extreme example. There was the rest of our stuff was just die cut, and you had the Nunslaughter Thronium 7-inch with the hologram cover, things that cool like that. That could be done in other plants, I'm sure, but I think it's a high rate of fuck up, is what it is. For example, we got the Perdition Temple, the Merciless Upheaval LPs in, and some of the LPs, the sticker, how the sticker goes in the top right-hand corner, right? You get it in, it says the variation or whatever, you know, a little bit about the fucking release, right? There's some that are on the fucking we get them in, they're on the back left-hand corner, like upside down. I'm like, what fucking box of chocolate boy Forrest Gump motherfucker assemblies? Because you know that's what it is. You know it's some goddamn fucking temp fucking agency scum of the earth that was just out of the goddamn prison that they hired for a fucking a week, and they're just sitting there at a table just putting stickers on. It's like, dude, you can't even handle this, man. No wonder you're fucking, this is what you're doing. Just go goddamn push the carts at fucking Giant Eagle, bro. Because if you can't handle putting stickers in a fucking right corner of a plastic sleeve, you're fucked. Quite frankly, I don't know how you get by in life. My jaw was on the floor when I fucking saw that. So if you got motherfuckers working the plants that can't even handle putting a goddamn sticker on in the right location, scrapping out covers and all that other shit that we were doing by hand, they're not fucking doing that. No goddamn way in hell. Like I said, the company might offer it, but there's high rate of fuck up. High rate of fuck up. You're like, what the fuck is this, man? It's all fucked up. So that's another reason too. So combination of reasons, and there's probably one or two other things I'm kind of forgetting, but that's the bulk of the reasons right there, goddammit. Anyways, some questions out of the video, because that was all the fucking housekeeping I had to take care of. Call out some more time. Got to call Tom G out for the fucking year, right? New Year. I don't think he's been called out all New Year, right? You got to throw him under the bus. Keep poking that motherfucking bear. At least until he brings my Dumbo-eared ass up on his fucking channel. That'd be fucking great. Who's this idiot J-Dog talking about me? I was putting out music before he was born. Yeah, well, you still don't know what the fucking heavy shit is. So yeah, I'm calling your ass out, goddammit. Yeah, Dani Filth listens to heavier shit than your ass does. Anyways, next video line, which band has the death metal spirit lifestyle today? It ain't Celtic Frost, that's for goddamn sure. Life-changing albums for J-Dog, question mark. Comments, 150. And I just scrolled, to the very first question marks. Steven Senelias. Shout out to you, bro. I don't think I ever commented on you. Yo, J-Dog, speak on Perdition Temple. Speak on them? What do you want me to say? I saw them a couple years back in Philly. Oh, yeah? I was blown away. They opened for Corpse. I'm assuming you're talking about Cannibal Corpse. I remember hearing about that. They had a few dates. It was right around when they were early signed to us. And when I heard they were going to do any shows with Cannibal Corpse, I'm like, fuck yeah, because good exposure for us on our label, and they're playing with the biggest death metal band in the world. So win-win for both of us. But when you say just Corpse, I'm assuming you mean Cannibal Corpse. So we'll pop on the same goddamn Corpse. A lot of corpses out there. They opened for Corpse and blew them away that night, in my opinion. Blew them away, huh? I've never seen anybody blow Corpse off the fuck stage. Sure we're talking about the same Corpse, goddammit? Their bass player's an animal. He popped his low string mid-song, and he continued playing with his plucky fingers as he drew the string back inside the nut / toning peg and tuned up. Right into the next song. Amazing. I felt bad I was the only merch customer they had there. They're the only guy that bought merch. I don't know about that, bro. You might just not have seen the line. So you're telling me they open up for Cannibal Corpse. There's got to be, I've never seen Cannibal Corpse with less than, I want to say less than 500 people, but at the very, very, very fucking least 300 fucking people. And I first seen Cannibal Corpse in the Bloodthirst tour. So that was, I keep getting the years, either 2000, 2001. I want to say 2001, but it could have been 2000. So whatever the fuck that was. And I've seen them many, many times since. And whoever opened up for them, I mean, even as a first band, they had a pretty good sized crowd. You're telling me you went there and the whole night of all the people I saw Perdition Temple, I mean, granted, I know it wasn't as many people watching them as when Cannibal Corpse finally went on stage, watched them. You're telling me you're the only guy who bought anything? I don't know about that, bro. You just probably didn't see it. I mean, it's possible, but I find that a little hard to believe. Felt bad I was the only merch customer they had there. Don't feel bad because I doubt that's the case. And they crushed Corpse, in my opinion. Anyway, peace. They're probably good, but I don't know if they crushed them. But yeah, pretty cool story, bro. Fists of Ham. Megadeth so far so good. What introduced me to thrash? Carcass, Symphonies of Sickness introduced me to death metal. Yeah, see, that's respectable. See, that's the problem with a lot of the guys I have that are into the Metallicas, the Slayers, the Megadeths, is because that's as far as they stop. It's like, what do you mean? Like you're when you heard the Megadeths, the Slayers, the Iron Maidens, I'm going to even go as far as saying these days, not if you were around in 1980, 1982, but for sure in the last, even in the 90s, Merciful Fate, Venom, those bands, that's where you just get started. Like you don't stop there. At least I didn't as an excited music fan. You just keep going. What's heavier? What's more extreme? That's how I progressed. It was literally like, so growing up as a kid, remember hearing Black Sabbath, and Ozzy Osbourne, those being the specifics my dad would listen to, that I remember the only songs I enjoyed, with the exception of some AC/DC songs too. I enjoyed those. As other than that, didn't care at all about music, right? Until the Sacred Reich Ignorance tapes were left by my older brother, who's Motorhead. That guy. Save that story for another time before people figure, what, who doesn't know? Somebody doesn't know Motorhead. He did it, and it was fucking. I'll have that another time. I told it once on this fucking channel. Unbelievable. Left Sacred Reich Ignorance and Surf Nicaragua tapes. After that, it was all downhill or uphill from there. However the fuck you want to look at it. Heard that, thought it was the greatest thing fucking ever. I know we definitely heard Slayer and Metallica in that time frame slightly after. And this is another problem why I had it with the goddamn Metallica fucking people too. Because at that time, when I was listening to Metallica, it was early, it had to be before, because do the math, when I was 10 years old, etc., hearing this shit. That's how old I was when I heard Sacred Reich, was 10. The shitty ass fucking Load album, which I'm almost positive, correct me if I'm wrong, was 1996. People were talking about the Black Album being the sellout album and shit like that. I'm not saying I disagree with that, but I think the reason my mind was a little skewed in saying I knew they got more fans and more popular. They were on TV, that record. The reason my brain always went to Load is for this story I'm going to tell you. I was in middle school. I think I was in 6th grade when the Load album came out. And I know for 100% fact, before that album came out, when kids like, whether they're my buddies or whatever, let's have a sleepover. You go over their house, etc. Let's ride my bike up there. And they would ask about music. I remember more specifically, my one buddy, his name was Kevin. And his brother, don't remember his brother, but his brother was a little bit older, a few years older. We're talking about music. He said, yeah, what kind of music do you like? I was like, oh, I like Sacred Reich, Iron Maiden, Metallica. Didn't even hear the Cannibal Corpse shit yet. So, oh man, Metallica, Iron Maiden. That's devil worshiping stuff, man. That was the response. And that was kind of like similar responses by other kids in school. Oh man, dude, that's evil stuff, etc. Didn't like it, right? Keep in mind, what did he listen to? 311. That was his favorite band. That's how I heard about that. Canoe, fucking ass band, unlistenable. This guy knew at 10 years old. That's pussy shit, brah. 311. Take a fucking hike. Jump in a fucking lake, not in the fire, brah. Fucking horrible. 311. Get fucking lost. Why am I even talking this fucking canoe? Anywho, those are the kind of descriptions of Metallica and the Iron Maidens, right? Fast forward a year or two later, and the shitty ass fucking Load album comes out. Fuck yeah, right? And I'm almost positive it was Eric that bought it. I think he bought it from Target even. Brought it home on the bicycle. Actually, I think he might have drove with mom, but nonetheless, bicycle story sounds funnier. Came home, put it on the player, and I think even Craig was in the room, but I know Eric and Chase heard it first. Chase called me in. Dude, the new Metallica, it's not very good. I was there, and I want to say Craig came in at the same time, too. Could be wrong, because keep in mind, I'm probably like 9, 10. Craig would have been like 7 then or so I can't remember. But nonetheless, all of us, everyone in the room knew it fucking sucked. Day up. Young ass fucking kids. Eric would have been the oldest out of us. He was probably 12, maybe? 12, max 13. But in that age category, right? Bunch of little fucking kids, practically out of fucking diapers. All new pussy shit. This sucks balls. What's this fucking country song? Alternative fucking garbage. Where's the crown king? Nothing. Knew that shit sucked balls then. Fast forward about another few more months because it's out, right? I'm in middle school. I'm almost positive I was in 6th grade. Definitely middle school. Remember the goddamn school I was in. And all the canoes were all over. We had a jukebox in our goddamn in our cafeteria. What, you got a jukebox? Would you go to a rich school? It wasn't a rich school. Shut the fuck up. It was just a newer school built and had a goddamn jukebox. People ask, what are you, rich? Wasn't fucking rich. This is a goddamn public school. I don't know. They had a goddamn jukebox in there. Kind of cool, but at the same time, kind of cool wasn't. I'll tell you why it kind of wasn't. Number one, every single day, they play Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, which for a commercial music song, I gotta admit, I think it's a pretty decent song. It's definitely, it's good for what it is. Am I a Nirvana fan? I absolutely can't stand Nirvana. Fucking think they're horrible, but I think that's a tolerable song. I can see why someone would like it. Better than fucking 311, and damn sure fucking smokes Creed. That's for goddamn sure. But nonetheless, the kids played it every single fucking day. And then, on top of that, they were playing Metallica. And it was specifically, where's the crown king? Nothing. that bullshit, and they were wearing Metallica shirts. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Just last year in 5th grade, you were calling me a devil worshiper for this shit. You were saying that this shit's down with the devil. Yeah, fuck yeah, down with the devil. That's why it's fucking good. Even though those pussies were never down with the devil, but whatever. I didn't know. You'll take it for what it is. Took it as a compliment, not an insult, right? And they were all into it. So that's why, in my mind, the shitty ass fucking Load goddamn record is where it's like, get lost. And full disclosure, I've never listened to anything since. Backstabbing fucking pussy boy tampon wearing pink panty on the butt cheeks fucking wearing poser ass fucking traitors. That's the way I see them. Refuse to listen to anything by them fucking canoes. But you didn't stop there. You weren't one of the Megadeth, because Megadeth obviously falls in that category too. A lot of the guys, they stopped there. You went on to Carcass. That's what we did. The next band in line for us, after the Slayers or something like that, what I was telling, the story I was told, was Cannibal Corpse. And that was like, whoa, fuck. Then after that, it was like Suffocation, Deicide, and I think Suffocation, Deicide was in there. Morbid Angel. Then it was maybe Mortician. And then Mortician was like, whoa, heaviest fucking thing ever. And then slightly after that, Vader was very early on too. I remember that. Those are my early, but you kept going up, checking shit out. Gorefest, Mind Loss, I remember was extremely early on in there too, of what I've heard. That's where I went. That's where I get annoyed. That's where I call some of these fucking canoe ass motherfuckers. Or what heavier the Pantera? That's cool if you've had Pantera was the first metal band you heard, and to this day they're your favorite band because that's the first band that got you to metal. That's totally cool, and I understand it. But the guys that never even heard Cannibal, never heard Malevolent Creation, never heard Deceased. Why did you stop there? Like, that's as commercial as it gets. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that was your entry band. Cool. Everybody has them. But you don't just stop there. That tells me you're not a goddamn music fan. In other words, hit the fucking road, brah. Anyways, that's it for this one. Devils, consequences, should you know the fucking do. Put the comments box, get answer right in the morning. Later, goddamn it.